Good afternoon, Matt Smith.
Good afternoon, Greg, and hello Radioland.
The Doctor's here.
Buongiorno.
You alright?
I'm alright, mate. Yeah, good. Happy to be here. Nice to be back.
Well, thank you so much for popping back onto the show. I was mentioning before those two records that the last time I saw you was in Cardiff.
It was
at the shooting of an episode in a department store.
And there was a wonderfully fleeting but brilliant moment from Greg James on it was closing time, the episode with our pal James Corden.
There you go.
And you were marvellous.
I said that I was going to buy the DVD of it, but it was quite expensive, so I'm going to wait a couple of years.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I might be able to hook you up as well, man.
Can you get me a little preview copy?
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be amazing. So thanks for popping back. And you have got a lot on. You've just come back from New York, yes?
Yeah, I landed today, and I promised myself that I wouldn't sleep. And I made the card. I got home, had a cup of tea, had a bacon sandwich, and then put the US version of The Office on. I thought I'd just have a little nap. And I'm going to go back to Cardiff tonight. We're shooting tomorrow. Christmas special.
You shoot the Christmas one tomorrow?
Yeah.
Exciting.
Christmas things.
Very exciting.
It is. It's good. Fake snow.
Just quickly, you mentioned the US Office.
Yeah.
That is possibly my favourite comedy of the last 10 years.
It's brilliant.
The best thing ever.
It's brilliant. I love it.
Right, we need a night. We need a night to watch it.
Office night in.
Well, need a night to do this.
Well, you know,
I'll pop to Cardiff.
Is that an invitation?
Absolutely. 100%.
Is it a date?
Of course it's a date.
Should I be concerned?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay, good.
It's just lads hanging out.
Okay,
it's
good.
It's just fine, just cool lads. Series 7 then.
Yes,
You've just got back from New York promoting Doctor Who on BBC America.
Yeah,
This is pretty cool.
So we did the screening out there, and it was very exciting. We arrived in DeLoreans, which are the cars from Back to the Future.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and it was this wonderful old theatre in New York, and they love it out there. So it's sort of it's always very exciting. I just love New York, and I took my parents actually, which was nice. They're still there. But
well, they're a little jolly.
Yeah.
Are they? Oh.
Yeah. And that's it. Nice. So yeah, it was absolutely delightful. I love it. Weather was nice. Did a bit of shopping.
Pop round Bloomies.
Oh no, opening ceremony, love.
So obviously Series 7 is a big one. It starts on the 1st of September.
Yeah.
And you've been all over the shop. I've read some things about it, and the general vibe is that it's going to be more movie-like. The episodes.
Yeah, it's sort of like,
what does that mean?
Movie of the week kind of thing, and it's all to do with the fall of the Ponds and their demise and their subsequent departure, which is very sad, of course. But you know, so every week, hopefully it feels like we've got a sort of a little vignette Doctor Who movie. We've got the Daleks, we've got dinosaurs on a spaceship, A Town Called Mercy, which is a western with a cyborg, The Power of Three, which is about the Ponds and their life, and the Doctor sort of whizzing in and out, and then The Angels Take Manhattan, which we shot in New York and is about the Angels. Oh,
that must have been the dream, to shoot in New York.
Yeah, I kind of want to film every episode of Doctor Who there, to be honest, but they went there.
Well, it's the BBC, they've only got £5 an episode. So that's the thing. So you went to Spain as well?
Almira.
On the coast?
Yeah, on the coast. I learnt to ride a horse called Carmelo. Used to feed it an apple.
Did you?
Every day, yeah, we bonded.
And some of the guest stars in the new series as well. I'm particularly excited for Stephen Berkoff.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, one of the best Bond baddies of all time.
Left field from you, Greg.
Well,
yeah,
he was the Bond baddie in Octopussy.
Yeah.
He's like 70 odd, this guy now.
Yeah, he is. He's in episode 4, and we've got Richard E. Grant in the Christmas special, who's just a dream.
So what, in terms of your schedule now, so you've done the first 5 episodes, or what have you done?
Yeah, I've shot all 5 with Karen and Arthur, and then, I've shot about 4 or 5 with Jenna Louise Coleman, who plays the new companion, who's a delight, and is doing really well, and I think people are going to really love her. And now we're shooting the Christmas special, and we've got another 4 or 5 to shoot until the end of November. So
it takes it all the way up to spring, I think, on the telly.
Yeah, next year.
That's
absolutely. And then, and then we prepare for the 50th anniversary, which will be whatever it is next November.
Excited. There's loads, as you can imagine, a lot of excited people texting in today. I've just got a few questions. We should go through a few of them. Gabrielle, who's 12, says, Matthew, what is your scariest ever episode of Doctor Who?
Good question, Gabrielle. Hello. I would say, oh God, it's a tough one. The scariest for the Doctor. Well, it's different because there's a scary story. I love the Weeping Angels. They're my favourite villain, and I think the Time of Angels was quite a creepy one. I think the Silents are quite a scary monster. They're a big tall one, and they make you forget. They sort of erase your memory. But I'd go for one of the ones with the angels, I think.
The idea of the first episode I've heard is that it's a Dalek episode written by Stephen Moffat.
Yeah.
And so the idea is to make the Daleks really scary again.
Yeah.
Is that the idea of the first one?
It's called Asylum of the Daleks, and I mean, it deals with all the Daleks that have gone absolutely wacko. So, you know, and I mean, essentially a Dalek is an alien in a tank, but if you imagine an insane alien in a tank locked in a room, it's kind of the premise, and we have to go down into the middle of it. It's, yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It's definitely one of my favourites so far, I think.
Lydia from North Wales says, do you read all your fan mail? Or do you get help?
Do you know what, Lydia? The truth is I get help. I go home and I sign hundreds and hundreds of cards, and my mum does it all for me. And actually, the first time my granddad came back and helped, and he opened a letter, and it was a bit of a blue letter, as it were. And there are a pair of knickers in there, and it was pretty graphic. And this lady lived in Essex, and my granddad wrote back. He's from Nottingham. He says, "Well, I can't."
The old stereotype there.
Well, not that but he said that I can't come because she invited me round. It's very polite of her, and he said, well, Matt can't come, but I'm his granddad and I'd be pleased to attend.
Wow. We should do a That's What She Said for that one.
Yeah.
Mark in London, where do you get your cool hats from, and have you got more cool hats for the new series?
Yeah, I've got a great hat for Christmas, actually, a bit sort of old battered one that looks like the Artful Dodgers, and I'm a big fan of hats. I've got a nice bowler hat. There's a great shop called Bates. I'm not really allowed to say that, am I?
Just say other hat shops are available.
Yeah, other hat shops are available online and in town, so explore at your will. But if you want to spend a bit of dosh on a hat, Savile Row, Bates.
Just going back to the knickers thing.
Yeah.
What was that lady or man? What was that person expecting?
I really can't repeat it on air.
No, but
she was very graphic about what she was expecting.
So they send you their pants with the address.
Yeah.
So in the hope that you'll go to their house and go, oh, here they are.
Well, yeah. I mean, and a list of activities.
Oh, I see.
You know, which
table tennis
range from bowling to flower arranging.
Yeah, I get it. Matt, we'll talk some more in a second. Special guest today is Matt Smith, the Doctor. Just a quick thing about festivals. Obviously, Reading and Leeds at the weekend. Did you catch any of it?
No, because I was in New York. But I'm always intrigued.
Well, you're big into music. You're at Hackney, weren't you? At Hackney Weekend.
I was at Hackney. I enjoyed Jay-Z. He was great. And I haven't done as many festivals as I normally do this year because no Glastonbury, which is sort of my favourite.
I missed it. I did miss it a bit this year.
I did.
Glastonbury.
Do you know what? I really did. But next year, back with a vengeance.
Who do you think will headline? I was having this discussion over the weekend. Who do you reckon will headline? Who would you like to see headline?
Gosh, next year. Oh,
because I think we had a discussion, a late night discussion, and I think Radiohead have got a good shout.
Dude, really? But would they do? I'd love them to headline.
Do you reckon?
They're like my favourite band. Yeah, I think Blur haven't headlined there for a while, have they? And they've been sort of knocking around a lot lately. I would love Radiohead to do it. I think that would just be phenomenal. Dre, imagine if they got Dre and Snoop and all those guys that they did at Coachella. That would be fun.
Obviously, you're big into your music, and you have long shoots, because I've seen those days of shooting that you do, and you have a lot of time in your trailer and stuff, and learning lines. Do you have a soundtrack? What are you listening to at the moment?
Gosh, what sort of stuff am I listening to? That's a good question. I am listening to Blunderbuss. I like Jack White's good. The Shame soundtrack, the movie, is really good. Do you know what? I'm at that stage where I'm like, I need new music in my ears, and it's so. Answers on the back of a postcard, please.
I'll give you the Alt J album.
Yeah, okay.
That's amazing.
That's worth it, is it?
You would love that.
Okay, great, yeah.
We've got some callers with some questions. Let's go for the first one. Poppy. Hello, Poppy.
Hello.
Hello, Poppy.
Are you okay, Poppy? Where are you?
I'm in the car because it's raining outside.
Whereabouts in the world?
Cornwall.
Cornwall. You're on with the Doctor. He is all yours. Go for it.
How are you?
Hello.
Hi.
What's been your favourite place you filmed Doctor Who in so far?
Oh, that is a good question, Poppy, and it is unequivocally New York City, where I've just been to, because for so many reasons. Great restaurants. Anywhere you point a camera there, it just looks sort of sumptuous. And and The Angels in Manhattan is one of my favourite episodes. So New York, definitely.
Is that all right, Poppy?
Yeah.
Hurrah! Have fun in the rain in Cornwall in the car.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Poppy.
Bye. Bye.
Right, next person we have Sophie. Hi, Sophie.
Hi.
Whereabouts are you?
I'm in Chesterfield.
Okay, you are on with the doctor.
Hello, Sophie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Hooray.
If you could go anywhere in time and space, where would you go and why?
Good question. I would probably go to the bottom of the sea, to the lost city of Atlantis, because I think it's just quite a magic idea. And I'd take Frank Sinatra and Marilyn Monroe, and, I'd get him to do me a little gig. I'd take her for dinner. And yeah, where would you go and why?
I'd probably go to when my little sister was born, because I can't remember it because I was only 2.
Oh, that's nice. Well, maybe I'll go there too and say hello. I'll do both of those. What's her name?
Rosie.
Rosie.
Hello.
Hello, Rosie.
Hello.
Cool. That's a nice one.
Thank you, Sophie. It's kind of weird that you're going to turn up to her sister's birth.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll take some Maltesers.
What's the doctor here for? What are you doing here? With your screwdriver?
Yeah.
Put that away, dear. David. Hello, David.
Hi.
Right, you're on with the doctor.
Hiya, Matt.
Hello, David. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You?
Very well, thank you, my friend.
I wanted to ask, in sort of as a fan, what episode are you looking forward to seeing?
Oh, I think The Angels in Manhattan. I mean, I really love Asylum of the Daleks. I think that's a real cracker. So check it out this weekend.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Asylum of the Daleks.
Yeah.
I'm really sort of loving sort of the promo photos and the trailers for it. So.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's good. And yeah, I think you'll really like that one. But I think there's something sort of magic about, the fall of the ponds in the last episode and New York, and I love the Weeping Angels. But I hope you like the series.
Okay, he's gone.
Oh, no.
Thank you, David. No, he's gone.
Bye, David, if you're still listening.
See you, mate. He's got his information. I'm going. Thank you. I've got a busy day ahead. Thank you very much. So, you can tell by... Obviously, you know anyway, but the show has got such a following anyway. When you joined it, there's obviously going to be a lot of, I'm not sure.
Yeah, lots of that.
I think the general consensus is that you've turned it around and become an incredibly successful doctor. The big question is, how long are you going to keep going?
Well, I mean, as long as my body will carry me, really. We've got the 50th anniversary coming up, which will be one of the biggest years of the show's history, and we celebrate that, I hope, in the most glorious and sort of bombastic way possible. So I'm not going anywhere for that, and that takes me into next year, and then I take sort of each year as it comes, really. But I think it's difficult to do sort of 6 or 7 years like Tom Baker did back in the day because of the schedule and the workload.
Because it's 7 months, isn't it?
No, it's 10.
10 months.
But I've been shooting for 7 so far,
God.
and it's and it's it's pretty. They're long old days, but it's wonderful. But it does take. I mean, I've got grey hairs. My dad went grey at 13. I've got grey hairs. It's really every day in makeup. I'm like, oh no, is there another one?
You'll be a more distinguished doctor for Series 7. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, I know, decrepit old doctor.
Let's talk about the story that came out a few weeks ago about Stephen Moffat saying there could be a female doctor next. What do you reckon to that?
I don't see why not. I think there's enough brilliant actresses out there. I think the story could cope with it. I've always said, but then what happens? Does she have a doctor baby?
Well, this is it. I mean, it could go all sorts of ways.
Yeah. I mean, the truth is, I don't see it happening anytime soon. No. I don't know why. I just don't think it'll be something that happens immediately. But you never ever know. I mean, I don't see why not. I wouldn't discount it.
You never know. Next, they'll be getting the vote, won't they? And they'll be allowed to watch cricket at Lord's as well.
Oh Lord!
Heaven forbid. Well, I think it'd be amazing to see that.
Yeah,
really cool. Not that I'm trying to write you out.
I mean, right here. So
yeah. See, I think we should get a bird in, mate.
Cheers, mate. Yeah.
Boring.
God.
Well, Matt, thank you so much for popping in today.
It's my pleasure.
And stick around. I want you to do something extra special in a second. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
But for now, Matt Smith, thank you. And
thank you.
Oh, by the way, the new series starts 1st of September. BBC One, 7:20. Series 7 begins with the Dalek one, which I'm excited for. Matt, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.